Are we ready?
Yes,
Yeah,
let us
ready as I'll
enter
be.
a fantasy world where other things are wrong.
I know, right?
It's explainable.
Spirit is desperate for us just to go.
Please.
Last we
You're
left.
a room full of gay women. I don't have to tell you. Sorry.
Last we left off, you guys fought some direwolves.
Yep.
And were successful.
That was a dire situation.
It was. It was Operation Dire. It was such a dire operation. But anyways. You all... we did take care of spoils after we got off. So the party is aware of the spoils. And that is where we'll pick up. You all...
Also, I fell down the mountain, also.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Boy, did you.
Yeah.
I took half my hit points in damage.
Yeah.
Of your own volition.
Right.
Yeah,
You
nobody
saw
pushed
things
me.
going on and was like, I got this.
This was the player not fully understanding the scale of what was in front of her, but also understandable for somebody who's gotten no sleep and is trying to go rock climbing.
Yeah.
He's a bit drunk.
So,
we love it.
Ignacio would turn to you and say, "You are one stupid klutz," and use healing word.
aww.
Are you sure that wasn't a little vicious mockery mixed in there?
Nope.
Ugh.
Get 17 points of damage. You get
Can you say
17
with
points of
looks?
healing.
Yep.
Oh, how many? Sorry?
17.
17.
17. Oh my god, thank you. That's a great one.
Jesus.
Thank you very much. I feel much better.
So look
You're,
inside.
you're very welcome. Be sure to watch your footing.
Yes. I will be sure to do that from now on. She'll hoist up like a bunch of pelts, carrying it toward the horse.
Yep. Let's put it for this way. As on the walk back, Kovoria does opt to get off Zamora and let her be just a pack horse for now.
Fantastic.
And you all are walking back towards... I need everybody to make a perception check.
I'm ready.
Off we go.
Mel gets an
Disadvantage. Fuck.
Natural. Wait, is this cocked?
Ah,
Shit, is this cocked?
Is it naturally cocked?
It's not. It's not. Natural 20. To the right a little, but a natural 20.
That should be the title of this campaign. Is
Nice.
it called?
Naturally cocked? Anyway,
Yes.
Oh
that's
my
a 10 from
God.
Sienna. I'm sorry. Rolando, we're on one tonight.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, I forgot. That is different. The fuck.
I mean, at least my dice are consistent. I got an 8 and a 5.
All right.
Where the fuck is my
I can natural 20 at perception, but if you give me a 4-foot wall,
Oh.
Oh yeah, no.
No.
Absolutely
not at all.
fucked.
All right. So Ignacio and Serephina are 12s. Kovoria is a 21. Elery, what was your perception?
total it's a 24.
Okay. And Sienna?
He's a 10.
10. Okay. The others are not that bad. As you guys are approaching, unfortunately, Serephina, Ignacio, and Sienna, you guys don't pick this up right away, but you all start to hear something in the distance.
Oh shit.
And then Cece, Kyoga, and even you, Serephina, all of a sudden get this sense from your horses. Help.
Well, shit.
Cece and Kyoga look to each other. Something's not right. And Cece takes off.
direwolves, I have a feeling.
Kyoga is not far behind. Go ahead, Sienna.
Do you know what's going on? She'll kind of just ask generally to Serephina and Elery since they're closest to her.
I think someone's in need of help.
All right. Start to run.
All right.
Following them.
So do I.
You all rush forward. I'm going to move everybody. If I get on the right screen. I'm going to move everybody. You all rush forward. Zamora and Kavoria, what the heck? They went flying.
Wow.
To be fair, she knows their horse very well.
You all come upon this scene
Oh god.
in front of you. Give me a moment while I change the music.
I was confused for a moment.
You see the horses gathered together, several spiders, giant, standing around them. You can see the elderly elven man just knocked one of the spiders out of the way and downed it. And you see a wolf off to the side, another dire wolf off to the side on the ground. Still, yet another one right in front of you, growling. This ranger over here shouts, "We could use a little help!"
The
Arms
dire
away.
wolf is growling at us as we are coming towards it, or is it?
No,
growling at
it's
the
growling at the area. The area with the horses.
Fireball.
I need everybody.
Don't you fucking dare.
I need everybody to roll initiative.
All right.
Damn, I can't go fireball. Damn.
Dang.
Oh.
Wait, what is this?
I'm sorry. That was me.
Oh. All right. Cece is up first. Cece, of course, felt her connection with her horse. Oh, shit. And she begins her turn by moving over here, drawing back on the same bow. Back one more. Drawing on the same bow. And you see a orangish red arrow appear in her bow, and she takes a shot at this dire wolf. That is 11 plus 8. That hits. And I need a D8 and a D6. So 5. Five damage for regular bow damage, and then another 6. I just realized this direwolf did not update with the proper health. Give me one moment here.
HP.
Yeah, it should have had 52, not.
Jerk.
There we go. And CC is going to do it again. Same damage. Nah. It misses. Flies completely past. Ignacio.
All right. I'm just reading something real quick.
Yep.
I mean, you just cut me out that. Okay, slashing flourish. I'm gonna go over to this wolf right here.
All right.
Expand one of my bardic inspirations to slashing flourish.
All
Okay,
right.
so slashing flourish, rapier,
That'll hit.
18 to hit,
That'll hit.
and additional with my bardic inspiration, that will be a D8. So that will be 19 points of piercing.
Awesome. That your turn?
And for my bonus action, I rolled initiative on the horse. Oh well.
That's all right.
Bardic inspiration on Kavoria.
All right.
That'll
Now,
be my turn.
now it is Kyoga's turn. Kyoga rushes over to this side and gets advantage. Which a good thing it was, because that's a 19 and a 5. Which hits. He, of course, is using... he is actually going to use his Flame Tug this time. So it's a D4 and 2D6 plus sneak attack because he got advantage. $25 points of damage. Rogues, man. Oh, that wolf. Gone.
Get rogues. Love me a rogue.
I'm gonna scooch that rogue, or that wolf off to the side. It is still currently in this area, but just to kind of keep it tidy a bit.
Are these spiders attacking the horses?
Yes, they are.
I'm gonna kill them.
Kyoga is also going to use his offhand to use his dagger again on this spider, which only gets basic. I believe that hits. Yes. Rolled a 10 plus 4, I believe it was.
Yaragooga.
10 plus 7. So yeah, definitely. D4 and 2D6s. 4, 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 points of damage. He does not get sneak attack because there was no advantage, and that'll be his turn. Kavoria.
All right.
We'll say
Kavoria's gonna-
as they approach, Kavoria takes everything off Zamora so she can mount her back up.
All right. How fast can Zamora go? Let's see.
60 feet.
Okay. Go to her. Kavoria is going to attack with the Moon Touch Sword.
Mm-hmm. Definitely hits. That spider is gone. That it for Kavoria?
That will be the end. That will be the end of her turn then.
Seraphina.
I am looking at. Okay, there we go. So, how far is she from? 45 feet. She is going to use. What is 30? What is 30? What is 30? She's gonna move right here. Use one action to move right here.
Okay.
Thank you for constantly putting that there. And then she is going to get. She's gonna use her bonus. I'm gonna use my bonus action
Okay.
and get my little. Where'd it go? Oh,
Yo,
there we go.
spiritual weapon.
My spiritual weapon. Going. And I can put it next to the creature, correct?
Yes, you can cast it up to 60 feet away from you.
Okay. Whoa. And let me get D20. I'm going to roll the die.
Okay.
Put your fate in your hands.
Where the fuck did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. That is a 25.
That'll hit.
And I'm rolling for damage.
If you roll anything above a 2, it's gone.
I got 10 damage.
Squished.
Yeah. I'm done.
All right. Elery.
Not too hell of a much that I can do based on my position. I am going to at least surge ahead
Okay.
and get 40 feet up. So I'm going to use my full movement to get here. I do have. I'm not really use this very much. Let me double check my. Why not? So I do have a javelin in my list of weapons, not just my great axe.
Okay.
So can I throw that javelin at this spider here?
Absolutely.
Take a shot and see what happens. Okay. 6. 4 plus 6 is 18 to hit.
Definitely.
6 plus 3 is 7 points of damage. Piercing damage.
It is still up.
And yeah, he is still up. Well, there goes my weapon. Until I can get closer. Then this might be kind of silly as a bonus action, but I'll ask anyway. I am standing next to what looks like the corpse of another giant spider, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it plausible that I can lift this thing?
You could lift it, but what are you going to do with it?
The only thing that's in my head is to go up and try and heave it the 5-10 feet.
That'll
away.
be an action.
That will be an action. Okay. Then in that case, I will. Then my movement, then my action. I don't want to rage, so I'll just call that my turn.
All right. Sienna.
All right. Hey, get away from velocity. She'll move up just a little bit and throw her hammer. It is a +7 to hit. She's going for this spider, the one that's right there.
Okay, it does have partial cover, so the AC is a little
Okay.
bit higher.
Okay, it's fine.
Can't see over my head.
That is 18.
That'll hit.
Okay. That is 1d4 plus 4. That's 4 on the die plus 4 for 8 damage.
Enough.
Perfect. And then for the last spider standing, she will throw it again because it returns to her hand instantly.
Okay. This one definitely will be a little. It would definitely have a way higher AC.
That's fine. She gets 2 attacks per action. She might as well use it. Chances of her hitting are extremely slim, but that's fine. Well, hello? I didn't know that I did that. That's not what I wanted you to do, buddy. I don't know how to get rid of that. Sorry, y'all.
I got you.
Thank you. Like legit. All right.
Boomerang.
That probably does not hit. That's a 12. So that's
No.
fine. She throws it. It goes long, completely misses. That's fine. And then bonus action, I'm going to command Cassie to fly. Cassie has a 60-foot fly speed, which I've measured to right here, which is just enough to put her in range to attack that spider as well. And that's going to be a natural 20.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Roll damage.
That is a 26 to hit. All right, so that is normally 1d8, so I'm going to roll 2d8s. 2d8s plus 3 force damage. So that's 8 on one die, 1 on the other, 9 plus 3 for 12 damage.
And thus.
Yeah, Cassie, let's go!
Amazing.
Did you get another natural?
I haven't gotten a nat 20 in a hot minute.
Really too?
I don't know what you talk about another.
And thus,
Yeah, I got the first one.
everything
Shoe. I'm kidding.
is down.
These woods are full of surprises, no?
You're telling me.
She sort of elbows Ignacio.
Anyway.
Well, at least you
I
didn't
love
fall off a
dogs.
cliff or a tree.
You know what? That's a fair hit. I'll take it.
Cece walks over and joins Kyoga as the two other rangers kind of recount what happened. You all can overhear that just the smell of the meat drew them out. They were able to fend them off, and you had just walked upon them, getting ready to finish the rest of them off.
So I mean, just from looking in general, I mean, the horses, everything looks okay. I'm gonna go move Elery over here and just kind of take a peek at every one of them, keep tabs, see how they look.
Let me roll something.
Yeah, roll for trauma. I want that.
Damn.
Make it happen.
You can see I'm gonna move them so you know which ones I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Coco, Bruno, Celine, and this horse all have scratches on them. They look to be okay. Like they're not gonna bleed out or anything. But you can definitely tell some of the horses are hurt. However, Kenora has the worst injury on the horses. Cece immediately runs up to Kenora. This cut is really bad.
Question: does anybody need healing?
You have 5 horses that could use some healing.
I'm all right. If you can help with the animals that are over there, they looked a little bad.
Okay,
Questionist.
she gonna go over there and heal the horses.
I'm gonna heal my own horse.
Mm-hmm.
Can I heal
Sorry,
all
it
four?
was the way you said it. I'm gonna go over there and heal the horse. I'm gonna heal my own horse.
Kavoria rides over and gets off her own horse and starts help healing the horses.
Oh shit! Don't do it. What did you do?
Look
Nothing.
in Roll20 chat.
I'm looking
my
heal
God.
my own. Ignacio, fuck you. Okay.
These 4 horses only have about 5 points of damage. Kenora's has the most at hang on, I need to check one thing.
Wait, what the hell is healing word? Hang on.
Healing word
I wish
is
you
a
could see the look
ranged
I'm giving you.
version of cure wounds.
Come here.
Uh,
Come here, horses.
Hi Ed, hi Liz, hi Alex, hi Jane.
hello everybody. Kenora has about 15 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
Kyoga looks over. Well, I guess there's 2 additional wolf pelts for your group.
Sienna would look at Kyoga and just go, your group, and you are part of this group, Kyoga. Pretty sure you took out that wolf.
I'm just part of the Hunters Guild.
Hmm.
We were joining you.
We appreciate it.
Afterward. Go ahead.
I'm assuming the spiders are being moved out of the way just for the sake of, like, cleaning it up, basically.
The spiders are just moved so you can have an idea of how many of each you have.
Gotcha. Okay. Because I was, yeah, after after checking on the horses, Elery was gonna go check out these spiders, see what
Mhm.
general, I guess, investigation, survival. I don't know. Medicine check, something, just to kind of get a full flex of what kind of spider they are, what they've got, any kind of.
This will be nature. In this case, it would be
nature.
nature. Kavoria walks over to you, Ignacio. Is Bruno
Mhm.
all right?
Bruno's just fine. Just I should have taken. I should have taken my own horse. I think he's fine now.
Wouldn't let me heal the damn horse.
It's my fucking horse.
13 on the nature check.
You gather these to be giant wolf spiders.
I raised the fucking thing since it was a foal. Excuse me for being attached to it.
So I healed Saline. I also healed this one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if Coco. needed healing as well.
Kavoria took care of Coco.
Okay, so the 4 was on Saline, and then the 7 was on this one.
Okay. They're both fine.
Cool.
They're all fine. Kavoria did use a lay on hands for
Okie dokie.
healing. The rest of the group checks on their own horses. Elery, is there anything that you wanted to do with the great wolf spiders?
I guess I was more so kind of just individually, just sort of fishing for information about them, like experienced hunting them before. Know what valuables I could get from them, like poisonous sac, like anything kind of like that I could retrieve, even if it's not something that we necessarily need for the.
You would generally know for the great wolf spiders, only very small circles want their fangs. Their little mandible things on their mouth. But those circles are very, very small. And you've heard of such circles, but you're not quite aware if they're maybe a circle within Darlin or not. Some places do like their the carapace, some of the carapace, but once again, it's a very niche. You're almost safer not to take anything.
Okay. Then yeah, she'll kind of poke and prod a little bit, see what is available on them individually, and decide to just kind of leave them be, not do anything with them.
Okay. This hunter is gonna go ahead and start working on skinning and taking the teeth out. This hunter will aid.
We get bonuses for the teeth, Serephina. I know it's a lot, but
No, I was saying that out loud. I was not saying that in character. I'm sorry.
I always assume it's in character unless otherwise.
No, cat is grossed out.
No dentistry for cat. Got it.
What?
I also want to get back over to the trail here, and I want to take like another good look around, just kind of see that we're in the clear.
I'm gonna say easy enough. You are in the clear. Kavoria takes Samora back over to where she kind of shoved everything off and starts putting it back on Samora.
Sienna will send Cassie to help. She can help lift the stuff onto Zamora, and Sienna will also go help.
Okay. This is a lot for one horse, mind you. So
yeah, let's call Velocity over as well and have Velocity help for at least for now.
Okay.
And I can take some as well.
Serephina could offer her horse to help as well, if needed.
Nothing touches Ignacio's horse.
Yeah, no.
I was just trying to help. Jesus.
I love my horse.
I get that, but damn.
I just heard the hands emojis like, I heal my own horse.
It's not fair.
That's so good.
I'm insulted.
To be fair, you did shortly thereafter say, what is healing word? So
Yeah.
he may have had a point.
Your wounds. I still had it. I had to reread it. Okay, leave me alone.
Read your spells.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie here. I've
Oh, no.
rolled
Oh.
for these two to like skin and de-teeth, defang
Yeah.
these wolves.
Detoof.
Detoof?
Detoofify. Detoof.
I'm gonna do
Both times I've gotten a natural 20.
God damn it.
Let's
We are
go.
rolling in the nonsensical dough tonight, folks.
Yes, we are.
I rolled in that one today.
We all but Cat are rolling.
Wait, are you saying that that one is sensical?
No, my life.
You know what? That's fair. That's
a
super
roller.
fair.
That's up to the roller. I'm staying out of that.
Oh my god.
Hang on, let me roll again. I gotta roll this shit again. I got a natural 20. This is bullshit.
Oh my god.
I'm just updating my totals here. Yes.
Once there's been some sort of distribution and velocity is sort of all set, Sienna would sort of walk over to Elery. Do you want me to roll? This is a DM question or an Elery question. Do you want me to roll insight to what she's feeling right now? I am at a disadvantage, so there's a solid chance you win this.
If I may.
'Kay.
So Elery has not removed her helmet at this point. So
Yeah, she usually has by now.
You can if you want to. I mean, you're already rolling a disadvantage anyway.
Yeah.
So-
It was like, it can't give me
Yeah.
double disadvantage. Well, that's a nat 20 and a 3, so...
What the hell?
I mean, if you look at side chat.
Oh my god.
What is happening tonight?
It's, you know, it's
I can't
all
wait for something
appropriate.
really important to happen at the end of the night, and we all start rolling like 3s and 5s.
Let's not put that juju in the
Oh, that's
universe.
Why are you
It's
jinxing
already
us?
out there. It's already out there. So Elery will definitely like. I mean, it's like a slat for the all that you can see of her eyes basically in this or of her face under this helmet.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go over to her, I meant to attach her to Coco. Oops. Pretend she's on her horse.
Uh-huh.
When you go over to her, there will be like a half gesture where you know she acknowledges you, she sees you over there, but her eyes quickly shift away from you and are going back to looking at everybody, looking at everything, looking at what we've got, looking around us. There's for as confident as she seemed going into it, there is a definite unease. I would say more body language than just like her face, but there's an unease that's going on there.
Gotcha. With a total of 8, I pick up on none of that. And just say,
That's fair.
well, it's time to get back, it seems.
We should get the bathroom before anyone else comes by and tries to do anything. This meat, these bodies, it'll attract others.
Indeed.
We need to go, and as soon as we are able, we should get going.
All right.
Okay.
All right. They have finished skinning and deteething and cutting up the wolves.
What do we got for pelts and teeth?
Get full sets from both wolves, so 42 each, and 2 more
Okay.
3-star pelts.
Okay, perfect.
And more more meat.
More meat?
More meat.
Oh god, these poor horses.
Um
We're just walking targets.
We have, as of the former fight prior to this, we were able to secure 1,248 pounds of meat for the city of Durlin.
Oh,
And now more.
that's so much.
yeah,
meat.
you've added an additional 350 pounds worth of meat.
Perfect.
Are these horses okay?
Yeah, they're able to carry the weight.
I mean,
You
they're
just
horses.
you successfully spending some time, I'll say probably like 10 minutes, balancing out the weight of all the horses, all the meat on the horses and whatnot. Also, Cece healed her own horse as well.
Perfect.
Which one was our horse again?
Kenora.
Okay. Did my horse get scratched?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Double make sure.
And with that,
On the way back to town, I'd like to talk to the group about something. Sans the hunters, if possible.
you can easily tell the hunters to, you can just simply ask, maybe Cece, if it's possible.
Cece,
Yes.
would it be possible for our group to hang back just a little bit? There's a conversation that I need to have with them.
Yes, but keep within keep within shout distance.
Of course. Thank you.
She'll tell this girl to hold back even further, because she was going to take rear, and Kyoko will take rear with her, and they'll keep their far distance back. Actually, just as a visual, Kyoga and Celine will be in the back. I'm gonna move, if I get onto the right screen, I'm gonna move these guys over to here.
To camera right.
These two will hold back. Cece and Kenora, as well as Mr. Jeff, and this guy, will
Forgot about Jeff.
take the front. They will take rear. And that way it gives you guys some space to talk.
Perfect. Serephina, are you
Is
with
not
us?
a part of this at all.
What? What was that?
Just wanted to talk to all of you.
Oh,
While
sure.
we're riding back.
Absolutely.
Well, we've got 4 hours, so we have time to discuss and think. But at the end of the rat fight, do you remember when I climbed the tree?
Yes, and you didn't fall that time. Yes, I remember.
No, not that time. In the tree, there was, and she'll just kind of glance at her eye contact over to Kavoria and then look back sort of around the group, making eye contact with each of them as possible. And we're all riding sort of in a direction, so it's kind of a weird thing, but just trying to be very engaged. And she just says, I did not tell you at the time because I didn't know it was bad, to be honest. But
Mhm.
I found an amulet bearing the unholy symbol of Zephyr. I don't know if I need to roll stealth to speak about this quietly.
No, they're far enough away that they're out of
Okay.
speaking earshot, but not
Okay.
not out of shouting earshot.
Okay. Perfect. So there's that. I did keep it. I wasn't sure what to do with it, but here's the thing: we have been tasked with stopping the Fallen from assembling this list of this stash of champions' weapons.
Mhm.
But there's more to it than that. There's. She's searching for the words. I've been contacted by Sonara. And it's not official, but I am a champion. She's told me that something made Zephyr fall, and to figure out what that is. And this amulet coming into our lives at this time is kind of fortuitous, but having it is very risky. It's especially for, of course, at the time I was thinking of Ignacio, but as it turns out, for myself as well. There is a failsafe that I was informed of where keeping the amulet in a lead-lined box can prevent it from being used against us, but merely having it in our possession at all is risky. And I did not wish to make that decision on my own. My wish is to keep it because I believe it could be a key, something to help us should we need to contact the Fallen or speak with the Fallen's worshippers. But I would not put all of you at risk without your knowledge and consent.
Hmm.
I
I appreciate that.
She just nods.
I appreciate you letting us know.
I'm sorry I didn't do it immediately, but I honestly just thought it was a necklace, and throughout the day yesterday I found out it was quite a bit more. I heard the voice of someone saying, "Come to me, my child." It was not Sonara, it was... I have to assume it was tied to the amulet.
Don't apologize for not telling us sooner. I could understand why.
Thank you. That is very generous.
Mhm.
Ignacio,
Yes.
you are an official champion in this group. It of course affects all of us, but it especially impacts you.
Indeed it does.
Where it is right now is under the bed in the tavern, behind some clothes. If they tried to scry, they would simply get a very messy room. So we are safe to have this conversation, and it is in the lead box as well. So, I wanted to be away from it if possible when we talked.
Of course.
Let me know what your thoughts are, so you don't have to respond right away if it's a lot to consider.
I'll think about it and definitely let you know.
She nods. Thank you.
think-
That looks so cool.
Huh?
It's a new token for Sienna. I love it, Shailene.
Where is it? Where are you? Where the fuck are you? Oh, damn, you disappeared.
Uh.
Oh, wait, no, you're... You look so pretty.
That looks so good.
The thing about being the champion of Ravens is I never really chose this. If it were up to me, I would be just another person running um a place of worship, I suppose. Just being a priest of or a counselor rather. But nope. I'm I'm roped in to I don't know, save this continent, the country.
The
I'm not
world.
too I'm not too sure. Ravens hasn't really told me anything yet, and I don't really know what a champion does or entails.
Your guess is as good as mine, frankly.
All I all I do know is that to get my weapon is to go back to my hometown.
We need to do that soon.
I think
Hopefully,
I'd like to see her hometown.
I really don't want to see her, so hopefully we don't. So hopefully we don't run into them. Other than that, let's rest up for today, and maybe, if at all possible, we can go to my hometown.
Sounds fantastic.
Sounds like a plan. Are all of you planning to go to the party later on tonight?
Of
I guess it's
course.
already in progress, actually. We may not make it, to be fair.
What
Well,
party?
The one we mentioned last night. It was for
Oh, right.
mhm, Reko and Maka's mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember if she is Tuli or Julie? I don't know.
Their mother is Julie.
Julie. Okay. Tuli is their aunt.
Tuli is their aunt.
Correct?
Yes.
All right. My brain likes to rearrange letters. It's not very helpful sometimes, especially in situations like these.
Her actual name is Julia, but
That helps, actually.
yeah. But in order to get the rhyme, she went to Julie.
Ignacio, are you scared at all?
Of being
About-
a champion, about being the champion.
Yes.
Not really scared, but more just unsure.
I am relieved that I'm not the only one. At least you've been to church before, at least more than once.
You could thank my parents for that.
Thank you all. Elery, you've been very quiet. Did you have any thoughts or questions about the amulet or any of what we've discussed so far?
I suppose we have time at this. And I mean, she's been looking around. She's been kind of like eye contact has been really kind of scattered with everybody. She's been looking out the whole ride out. I mean, even though they came through this way, she is just as proactive going back. And her helmet is still on. And she takes a moment and she kind of glances around again. Well, we have a ride, and this would not be a shock to any of you. You have, and she'll look at you through the little slat of her helmet, Sienna. You mentioned being a champion of
Sonara. Yes. She just nods. It's very shyly. She's unsure to use Ignacio's word.
I don't know who that is. Is that? Um, I am sorry. She kind of gestures around the group at large. You'll have to understand that I am not. Um, I am aware of the gods, but I am not uh, uh, a servant, a worshipper of any of them myself. Um, Clearly, the world is bigger than I thought that it ever could be. Now that I am out of Avona, and I know of a few names, but not the one that you say. Uh, and since to most everything there is a good and a bad, is this a good god, or uh, are there bad gods, bad guys?
Yeah, there absolutely are. So there are 7 prime deities, which I think would generally, and she would look at Kavoria and Ignacio and Serephina and say, I think they would generally be considered the good gods on that side of the spectrum. And then on the other side, given a lot of events that happened a long time ago, there are the fallen gods, of which there are 9. Um, I'm learning myself, Elery. I did not worship anybody. Sonara she found me. She is a goddess of chaos, and apparently that is in my art. So, um, yes, the Ravins is one of them, one of the good gods. The Rag is one of them. Fortune, Shmala, and they all have their own
Shmala,
domains.
yes.
Yeah, and Jorania, and she would gesture to Serephina. They all have their own domains over, like Shmala is the god of livestock and crops. Uh, Fortune is trade and sea. Sunara is chaos, which exists in everything. Ravins, death.
Mm-hmm.
There's much I've learned just in the past 2 or 3 days that honestly being able to talk about it, if you're interested, we can sort of talk about each one and get to know it better together. And Sarafina, I would love your help with Zerania. Just more information as someone who has followed her for a long time.
Mhm.
Ellery
Um,
looks away from you for a bit, and she's looking at her. Her hands are holding on to the reins of her horse, and her helmet kind of tilts down a little and looks down uh, at her hands for a second, and then she turns to Ignacio. But good, yes. Gestures to the sky, around. It's what you what you are
What I
chosen,
what?
who you are for, chosen to be for is a good god, yes.
Hmm. He looks up in thought, and as he's trying to remember who the gods are again, aside from the one he worships.
Is uh,
You want to worship the sky.
I did my I did a check for myself just for funsies, and I rolled a nat 20.
That is beautiful.
Let's go.
Just to be like, would she have pinpointed some of these things that Sienna has said? Would some of those stick? What would stick necessarily? Apparently, it stuck really fucking good. So she is still pointing at you, and she kind of waits for a moment, and then she goes, "Death, death, yes."
Yes, I am the champion of Ravens, who is considered the god of death.
Yeah, but death is not a bad thing. Death is a part of life. You have a life that you celebrate, but the death also is how I have maybe in my own way come to understand it. People fear it, yes, but people also fear things that are good and do not understand them all the time.
At
And she
least,
turns.
I should
God.
I should at the very least give you my thoughts on it, especially where I grow up. Death is misunderstood. Death is, while it can be ruthless, it is extremely compassionate. It ends suffering, and you do not die without reason. Sickness kills, so does war. But death itself does not kill. Death is a divine healer, the oldest and the best doctor. We are born to learn. After a while, we get tired, and so we die. And the next life, if there is one, we learn more. And in these lives are like a school. Life is only wasted if you did not learn anything at all. As also, death means of letting go. Even while alive, death can be liberating. To let go of suffering, to kill your ego, and to find wisdom.
Dude, I'm gonna cry.
To let go, death is a way to let go of your fear, your anxiety, your stress, but it also means letting go of your love, your passion, letting go of everything. That is death. At least to
Strange.
me.
What of the wide differences in lifespans? Why would ravines take some sooner than others?
Again, death does not really take all the time. It is the circumstances of life that will deliver you to ravens. Sickness can take you to ravens, and ravens, while he does take you, he saves you from pain and from suffering. War, well, war is war. As for why other races, ancestries live longer than others, as for me, I love to eat certain foods, and certain foods have certain properties as well, but so do spices. As I'm sure you know, spices are a plant mechanism to protect itself, and yet we use it to flavor our food. But of course, some of these spices can be deadly, and so if you eat the spice, which happens to be a poison, then it is your own fault for killing yourself. And if you cannot handle the suffering of life, death will embrace you. But if you do want to go back to life, to You will go back to life. You will come back to life, but not in the but not to the life that you once had. Death. That's another thing about suicide, I would say, which it isn't. It is a very sad thing, I must say. I have had family members commit, but I don't know. Something about suicide doesn't sit right with me. Life is hard, and I was told this ever since my grandmother held me as an infant, and then my father in my childhood, and then my mother in my teenage years. And to let go of your fear, anxiety, and stress is to grow wise and to find wisdom. Because things do happen for a reason.
Sienna would just sigh, and it just does not seem fair that some races, without interference from war or disease or suicide or any of those things, only gets what, 80 years, something like that, to find this wisdom that you speak of, and others get thousands of years. It just seems unfair.
I can't really speak for every race or every ancestry, but some races are built to live longer, to grow wiser. Life is not to sound doom and gloom, but to live is to suffer, but to live is also to experience joy, sadness, anger, envy, fear, and all these emotions. That is to live. As for why others live longer than others, your guess is as good as mine. I honestly cannot tell you why.
Hmm. I don't know. I think, Elery, your question of good yes or no is probably a different answer depending on who you ask, by the sound of it.
She'll sit quietly for a moment and then look at Serephina.
Serephina is just spacing out, trying to process everything that was said and taking it in.
I think there is more writing I need to do. She kind of dissociates a little bit as well.
Mm-hmm. If we're close enough, if you think we're close enough, I think Sienna would sort of reach over and do the like double tap on the arm, um, meant to be sort of like an encouraging thing. Well, it sounds like I don't know how much travel time we have left, but it sounds like we all have some thinking to do. Uh, would any of you mind if I rode ahead?
Considering that you are carrying meat on the back of your horse, I think it would be unwise.
That is fair. She would just kind of like nod and look down, and, just keep driving.
Ignacio,
Yes.
as you're writing, you hear a voice again. I can't believe you got all of that about me. I knew I'd choose wisely.
You just stay. Ignacio just stays quiet.
Later tonight, we'll talk more. And the voice leaves you. Is there anything else anybody wants to do?
No, I think my girl is like thinking about what Ignacio just said.
We just got a sermon.
Yeah!
It was really good,
Bravo.
actually.
That was amazing.
That was really good, Rolando.
I'm almost so sad that my character's intelligence level is where
Aw.
because there's gonna be a lot of like attempts to connecting dots.
I had
All
to
of that.
like press mute a couple times because like I was tearing up. And I
That was
was
beautiful.
like, this is hitting me really hard.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you for the
in-game, I
existential
will-
crisis.
Thank you.
Uh,
I needed that.
Girl, honestly, I'm 26 years old. I am not that. I pretend to be wise, but I'm not. But honestly, I have accepted the fact that I am 1/3 of the way dead. I have accepted the fact.
Huh? Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Thank you for joining us.
All right.
Hello, Raiders.
What a thing to walk in on.
Yeah.
I will say just in game that after all of this, Elery is very quiet, doesn't say anything if at all through the kind of remainder, and it's, I mean, you've all noticed it to this point, but it is most definitively a much longer time until she actually removes her helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Do we notice anything when you do? Like, are there like tear streaks or bloodshot
Her beautiful-
eyes?
Her beautiful eyes.
You back up off my girl.
Not yet. You're going to a party, or Raiko is. Thank you. I'm trying to give you space. I'm gonna do this for funsies. I'm gonna roll this on my own. She's being very guarded.
Fair.
I.e.,
Makes sense.
you would have to roll an insight against what I just rolled here for me to tell you if you notice anything.
I'm gonna do it with disadvantage.
I'm gonna roll it.
It's a nat 1 and an 18. God damn it!
Nope.
She doesn't see shit.
You don't
She
know
doesn't
now.
see shit.
It's just
This
kind
is
of
the last time
unusual
I voluntarily taken level of
It's
exhaustion.
just kind of unusual behavior.
Well, shit.
It's trying not to metagame, goddammit.
When you want to be a gamer, but you keep failing up.
All right.
Oh my god.
If everybody is done with roleplay for the moment, you all eventually arrive back to the Adventurers Guild. You all ride your horses through as every single horse is packed with stuff. Cece leads the way, and hops off her horse. The horses are with you guys, and runs in, and you just see a few moments later just a lot of people come out, and they start taking the stuff off the horses. Kyoga had ran in, grabbed a tablet, and is now starting to write down all the spoils that has been obtained. Well, got a lot of good stuff.
Most definitely. Above the table,
Yes.
who are we splitting this with?
I was just about to get to that.
Okay, sorry.
God, Melody.
Ledger needs the dividing
will ledger
number.
itself in just a minute.
Ah!
Cece is overlooking what Kyoga is writing, and they give a look to each other, and they do some hand signals to each other before Kyoga walks over, signs his name, and hands you the piece of paper. Take that
Do I
to...
recognize the hand signals?
No.
Never mind.
You get this must be a code between hunters.
I've only got one other method of communication.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and take it whenever I can.
Yeah, you get that it's a communication between hunters, but it's almost like it is a more advanced form of sign language.
Okay.
Maybe a coded sign language that is much quicker than like actual sign language. Mainly used out in the field. Kyoga says, hand that to Councilwoman Hideko, and she'll make sure you get paid. And it's basically everything.
Okay.
The only thing that is not on there is the meat itself.
Yeah, that's for the city stores, I'd imagine. They're going to salt that and preserve it.
Cece walks in while he is doing that, and then comes back later with a
We're back.
with a very, very thick pouch, and hands it to whoever will take it. That is your pay for the meat. I will not
Thank you.
accept any of it back. You've done well.
Sienna laughs. Thank you very much. We hope it, and she looks at her party like, we hope it serves Darlene well this winter.
It gives us a good start, for sure. Kyoga looks over to Cece and be like, okay, if you don't mind, I am gonna go join my wife at a party. Adieu.
Sienna salutes.
Too bad my date's not gonna be there.
And Kyoga walks out and starts walking away.
On that note, actually, I'm running for a party as well. But Cece, it was lovely working with you, and I look forward to our discussion on the 15th.
Of course.
All right. Be well.
Be well.
Thank you for joining, Cece.
No, thank you for allowing us to join you. Now, all of you, go. I'll finish cleaning up here. By the way, you still have all the giant rats, the rat stuff, and the Dynamark stuff. They only took the direwolf stuff, just so you know, Mel.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate it.
We can make our own vendor.
We have so much crap, you guys. You don't even know.
I mean, you could always ask if they would like it, too, you know.
I mean, sure. You know, Cece, we still
But-
have the giant rat pelts. We were paid for the tails, but I don't think we have any need to keep all of these.
Oh, yeah, we'll take the pelts.
All right.
Is there anything else that you guys have? I don't mind taking it off your hands.
We do actually have quite a bit. Let my human controller go to the right message in the Discord so that she can
You-
find the.
Wait, you're not
This
human controller? She's looking up to the sky.
Long story, I'm sure it has something to do with the gods. Anyway,
We're learning a lot about that today.
so we have 55 standard giant rat pelts, and Sienna would highlight the Rat King pelts given. You mentioned that this one gave you a bit of trouble. Perhaps it's a trophy for you. We also have from the Dynamarks 4 vials of poison. 3 because I would like to keep one if everyone is all right with that. She looks around to the party.
I'm going to tell you right now, those are way more valuable if you just trade them.
Oh, all right.
Uh,
Noted.
You could always go to Victory Values. They should at least be able to trade you. The good thing is you get 5 vials of great antidotes per one. Hence why I
That will
say
come in handy.
they are way more valuable being traded.
Noted. We will do that before we go fight the others, the other Dynamarks. We have one horn that has been damaged minorly. 6 large pieces of Dynamark's hide and 4 small pieces of Dynamark's hide.
Wonderful. I will take all of those off your hand, and if you want to swing by at some point tomorrow, I'll get you the pay for those.
All right. That
And
works
for
wonderfully.
the pelts and the fangs.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Of course. Now, off you go.
All right. She'll look to Serephina and Ignacio and Elery and Kavoria. Are you all planning to do anything other than return to the tavern?
I'm curious about this party and this Raiko that you keep talking about.
Cheeks flush. Yes, it's very nice. He invited all of us to the. It is his mother's 50th birthday. She is human and big milestone for sure.
Of course. I think it would be nice for all of us to just relax. Let's go to the party.
Sienna smiled, and she's like, "All right." And she would tell them all where it is, which is a house near the first Savorian Inn. And so the first Savorian stay, which is up north, near a tailor shop called Thule and Julie's Tailoring, something along those lines. I know I'm messing that up a little bit.
Designed by Thule and Julie.
There we go. Designs by Thule and Julie. So it is a house. Supposedly there are a lot of people that will be there. What time is it?
You are, with the added little bit, probably breaking about 7 o'clock.
Oof. It is a bit late. They started at 2, but to be fair, Greco said that they will be going for a long time, so hopefully we will catch at least the tail end.
Let us go.
All right. Sienna runs to the tavern and changes clothes.
Okay, so Sienna, you will arrive a little bit later, but Kavoria is like, I know exactly where you're talking about, and she'll lead the rest of them. But eventually, you all make it to
Ooh la la.
the house of Maka's mother and Maka's aunt.
Do we hear just all the party noises?
Oh, yeah. The party's going on. In fact, you actually arrive just around the same time, surprisingly, as Kyoga.
Oh,
You guys were coming here too.
I was wondering if you were referring to the same party.
My wife is one of Julia's best friends.
Really?
Well, my partner, excuse me. I keep calling her my wife, but which she doesn't mind. But
Aw,
my partner is
who is your
best-
wife? Partner.
Come on in. And Kyoga just walks right in.
Sienna follows.
Kavoria and Ignacio will follow as well.
Oh shit.
This is a table, by the way, just so everybody
Okay.
knows. And you watch as Kyoga comes over here and does this slick slide across the bench and wraps his arm around this female formed redhead elf. And he gives them a big kiss on the cheek. And they push him away and says, "You stink." Kyoga, whose arms is still around her, by the way, is just like pushed away and is like, "Look, I didn't have time for a shower if I wanted to get here."
Oh, dang.
And you see sitting in this chair, it's a much nicer chair, this human woman who has a bit of black hair sticking out, but is mostly gray. You see standing next to her a young man, Elvin, hair pulled back into a ponytail, standing next to Raiko. And then you see sitting here a short brown haired elven male with familiar blue eyes. But he doesn't look familiar. But the eyes are striking.
Sienna just freezes. And in her mind, you've got to be kidding me. She would sort of she would stare a little bit too long at this person with the striking blue eyes. She would look over her shoulder at Serephina and gesture her closer.
As you're doing that, you also see a human female who is sitting on a stool. And at this point, Julia looks up and over at you. "Oh, hello."
And Sienna nods. Hello. Happy birthday.
You're the one my son has told me about.
Oh.
is shots one that likes to hit metal with hammers. That's me.
She glances over to Raiko, who at this point is now bright red.
Sienna's very specifically avoided eye contact with Raiko.
Uh-huh. And then she goes,
Sienna has definitely had a costume change as well.
yeah. She also goes, Marka, I believe one of your friends is here. At this point, you see Maka come out from over here. Sienna!
Maka, hello. She'd
Hello.
run over and give her a hug.
You see another face peek out. Oh, hi, Sienna.
Hi, Lorna. Oh, it is so good to see you both. This is my friends. I believe you've seen them in passing, but Serephina, this is Maka's, and I believe you've worked with Lorna on something.
Oh, just one moment. Maka runs, or not Maka, Lorna runs back in, and then Maka moves over here, kind of like directing you, like, let's move out from the door.
Ah. God, I'm getting so many flashbacks to house parties.
And you see two figures start to carry out all this food, and just start setting it on this table right here. And it takes them several trips, but eventually they get finished, and Lorna goes, all right, everybody, food is ready. Please enjoy, and please know there's a whole lot more in the kitchen, thanks to moi.
Thank you very much. She would sort of just gesture to everybody else in the party. She's sort of wanting to invite everybody closer, unless they've specifically started their own conversations with other people.
Kavoria is just sticking close to Ignacio.
Elery is doing what she does. She stays to the back of the party at large, so she's probably more like, I don't know, here. Not directly in front of the door.
The 5 foot.
Like the quarter of a step forward.
You see this other woman walk up. She's a little bit younger. You can just start seeing some grays pop into her hair. But human woman walk over. Maka, is this your friend? Ah, yes. Sorry, Aunt Tuli. This is my friend Sienna.
You're Aunt Tully. You made the brackets.
Indeed I am.
They're so good. It is so nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Now, if you excuse me, after I've helped Lorna, I need to go quickly wash up real quick. I will be right back.
Of course.
And she makes her way into her room.
Where is... she's kind of looking over her shoulder. Is there a clear place to put a gift?
It looks like this table right here is where a lot of the gifts have gone.
Ah, okay. Okay, I need to roll a perception check really quickly.
While you were doing that, this elven male looks over, and Serephina, he locks eyes on you.
Oh shit. Who locks eyes on me?
This guy.
Oh.
And he gets up and walks over towards you. He's a little bit taller than you.
She notices him and she's like slightly looking up. A little short bean. Hi, can I help you somehow?
Serephina, his eyes look familiar to you because they are the exact same color as your own.
She's not dumbfounded, but like really fascinated by his eyes. Sorry for staring. You have pretty eyes. Sorry, that sounded weird. Did,
What is your name?
I'm Seraphina Serenity.
I have an older sister whose name is Serephina. I've never met her.
No, stop it.
Oh,
I'm sorry, you just look really similar to my mother.
what was your mom's name?
Celine.
Oh, yeah. That's my mother's name.
My sister went missing before I was born. My mom said that her father, my grandfather, took her away.
She starts to tear up. Like you see actual tears coming from her eyes. I have a brother.
I have a sister.
She dives in to hug him.
He hugs her back. Hugs you back. Oh my gosh. I thought I would never get to meet you.
I never knew I had a brother.
You actually have 3 more.
Aww. That's not what she says in character, I'm sorry. Three more?
My twin, which is still back home. And then 2 younger brothers.
What? She's just in this overwhelm positivity.
I'm sorry, I never introduced myself. Gabriel.
Well, it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Gabriel.
I'm assuming that grandfather made you take the Serenity last name.
Of course.
Because my last name is Thorn Blossom.
She starts tearing up again.
I didn't quite believe father when Uncle messaged us saying that he saw somebody that looked like our mother.
Uncle?
Yeah, Shenya.
Do I hear any of this?
Oh, of course you do.
Okay.
Nosy.
They're not hiding the conversation.
I know.
We were being fucking loud. We were screaming.
Did I hear Sodden Blossom? Or she's just looking at Serephina and give them back and forth between her and Gabriel.
Yeah.
Seraphina lets go of Gabriel and backs up a tiny bit and goes, Sienna, this is my brother, Gabriel.
It is so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Sorry, I just never thought I would find my sister.
Apparently I have 3 more brothers.
And a cousin.
Cousin?
Sienna nods and looking it back and forth between both of them. Shinya Thornblossom is my father.
Holy shit. Sorry. Anyways.
No, that's a fact. Exactly.
You say that character, correct?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Seraphina hackle hugs Sienna and goes, I have a cousin.
You have a cousin! She's very beefy, so she just sort of like, when you tackle her, just holds you over her head. You're my cousin!
I know this
And
is
then
like
she'll-
about someone else, but like I
Kavoria leans
And
up.
you are my cousin! She runs over to Gabriel and hugs him.
Kavoria leans over to Ignacio and be like, oh my goodness, my family tree is getting bigger.
Well, that's fantastic. Seraphina, you have a brother. That's amazing.
apparently I have 4 of them.
Yeah. She just like gives little like punches on the arm. Very gently, very gently. She's not actually hitting,
Yeah.
but just
Yeah.
Maka then makes her way over to Kavoria. It's like, Kavoria? Maka, I should introduce you to somebody, and this is Ignacio. Ignacio, this is Maka, the one who runs the smithery. Talking
Ignacio's
muted.
I just fucking realized I was muted.
oh no.
Anyways, it's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Ignacio is my boyfriend. You have a... Okay, girl, come on. You, me, need to talk. And Maka drags Kavoria over here to talk.
I want to eavesdrop a bit.
Of course.
Yeah, you do. Let's go.
I'm gonna roll perception.
Uh-huh.
Come on, please. Shit.
Oh, no, that's actually pretty decent.
Not bad.
It's not bad. You don't hear everything, but you get, you do hear, Okay, you did really good, girl. He's hot. Well, duh.
Meanwhile, Ignacio, am I just a piece of meat?
Yes. Sorry.
But then you also hear Kaworia say, but he's also very sweet and very kind. That's what attracted me to him. Maka just smiles.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was so muted.
Cat.
At this point, Reiko gets up and walks over and goes, Serephina? I mean, wow, Sienna. That did not happen. He says the right name the first time.
I know.
It's happened a lot
Yes,
faster
sir.
than we thought it was going to.
That's perfect. Yes, this is Serephina. And she gestures. Serephina, this is Reiko.
It's a pleasure. She does a little curtsy thing. Little curtsy.
As it turns out, Serephina is my cousin. And so is
Very
Gabriel.
Wait, Gabriel, is this your sister that's been missing? Gabriel's like, yeah. Turns out, excuse me. Turns out, she is. I'm sorry. I need to go tell father. Excuse me. And he walks into the kitchen.
Serephina watches him and goes, "Did I do something wrong?"
No. Fine.
Reiko shakes his head. It's like, no. Ever since Gabriel moved here, he's been on the hunt for his sister. He's told me that his parents have always told them about their first child, Serephina.
Yes.
He's happy. Don't worry.
My family never told me I had a brother. I never got a letter in the mail. Learning that I have 4 brothers is overwhelming, absolutely amazing. And learning that Sienna is a part of my family, as much as I've grown to adore her. Shut up, Harper. Anyways, as much
Not
as
talking to you.
Oh, sorry. As much as I've grown to adore her.
Reiko. Actually, Serephina, roll a history check.
Okay.
As you're telling this story, you do recall one letter, and it's actually the letter you currently have with you. It's the letter from your mother. It was sent to you very early after you were taken, but you never received the letter until you were going through your grandfather's stuff one day. And found this letter that was addressed to you many years before. And it is a letter from your mother that did mention that they were expecting another child. They just did not know what it was going to be at that time.
I'm guessing Seraphina never opened it. Okay.
I sent you the letter way
Memory
back.
issues. Anyways,
I'll send it to you again.
actually, speaking of that, when I was taken by my grandfather, I was going through his stuff, and I did find a letter from my mother. Speaking of that, I was going to have a sibling, but they weren't sure what it was going to be.
That is not what I meant to send. God dang it, computer. Continue, sorry. There you go.
Thank you, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Do I read the letter out loud, or
You,
do I just read
unless you're going to actually pull the letter out and read it, you don't have to. But if you
I kinda
do,
want to.
okay. I'm also going to say you might also want to read the date that is on it.
Okay. This is Lunale, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She pulls out the letter and opens it and reads, Lunale, 24th, 10:37. My darling daughter, oh how your father and I miss you dearly. Ever since your grandfather took you from us, we have not been able to rest easily. I hope he is treating you well and that he never forces you to marry into that Raven family. But I just wanted you to know that your father and I have not stopped praying to the Life Weaver for your safety and health. I have some news to share with you. You're going to be a big sister. Your father and I have been trying for a while, even before you were taken. But the Life Weaver has finally blessed us with a little sibling for you. They will always know of you. You are their sister after all. Oh, my little angel. How I wish to have you in my arms again. You know, once you reach the age of 300, you can leave Captoria and come be with us again. And then you can meet your little sibling. Serephina, please, write us back and let us know that you were safe and sound in Captoria. We have not received word from your grandfather like we asked, and I fear he may try to keep you from us. I do hope this letter finds you, my dear angel. Your father and I love you very much, and I hope your sibling comes to love you just as much as we do. With all the love I can hold, Celine, your mother, in case you forgot.
Mother told me she wrote you that letter. Gabriel comes back as you started reading the letter.
I was never brave enough to open it and read it. I was always afraid of it being something bad, no?
But you're here now. Father,
He holds.
go ahead.
I was gonna say she holds the letter to her chest, like she's holding it to her heart.
Mm-hmm. That letter talked about me and my twin brother. Mother said at the time that she wrote the letter, she didn't know that she was gonna have twins.
I don't think she could have known.
I spoke with Father.
Mm.
He's supposedly has a trip lined up to go to Killeen for the Harvest Festival this year. Mother won't be able to go as she has some duties back in Crete that she must attend to. It's possible that my twin may be there, but the younger two are younger. They are
Right.
only in their 300s.
Oh goodness, so young.
Yeah. It's good to finally find you.
It's good to finally meet you.
Gabriel walks over and just pulls you into a hug again.
She wraps her arms around him and shoves her face into his chest and starts not crying, but tearing up to the point where there's tears coming from her eyes. Happiness, of course.
He walks you over to the couch. I'm going to move you there. And sits down on the couch with you. And like a little brother to an older sibling who is getting ready to leave, though this is not the case, but it's that same tightness that he's just holding on. Like, he doesn't want to let go. He doesn't want to wake up from whatever dream this is.
She wraps her arm around him and holds him close.
Mako walks over to you, Sienna, and so Raiko here told me about, Raiko immediately looks over and be like, Maka!
Sienna, while Serephina and Gabriel were talking, went over and pulled Elery sort of into the group, not wanting to leave her standing alone. But she's really, really excited and just doesn't quite catch on. Is all before Maka sort of confronts them with this.
You just pull me up to the group, right next to, yeah.
Yeah, when the opportunity presents itself, she would just say, Raiko, I wanted you to meet Elery. Elery, this is Raiko. And Maka and Lorna, she would, as they come over, also introduce her.
They all give a nod.
Up straight. Hands underneath their cloak.
Nice to meet you, all of you.
Nice to meet you.
We had a fight this morning. I'm sorry we were late, and yes, it was something before the fight this morning. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Elery glances you.
There's the full like if Raiko's bright red, so is Sienna, but it's definitely a I don't know what to do with this information vibe. The fact that Maka knows and Lorna knows, it's like, okay, but you ran away, buddy. Yeah. So it's just the awkward. Yep, we're saying it, but we're not talking about it.
Mhm.
Vibe.
Could I, DM for flavor, could I... Well... Yeah, never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I brought presents. She's like Sienna just does not know what to do.
Is it a present for our mother?
Yes, it is. And she would hold up a little pouch that's got a few silver pins in the shape of forget-me-nots, just like the ones that are in her braid. But there's one slightly larger one that is scented, actually, that she would make sure that this one is for Julia.
Just set it on the table right there in front of everybody.
All right. She does this. Takes it is an activity. It is something to do, and by golly, she's happy for it.
You see the redhead still pushing Kyoga away, and you can hear him go, "Farah, please, love me." It is a complete 180 of the guy you knew out in the field. Like, personality is
fantastic.
Completely different. They're like, you still smell. God, I wish you would have gone to fresh it up before you got here.
Sienna's just like trying to suppress a grin, like this is none of her business. But so she's just turning away.
Kyoga looks over and go ahead.
Totally tries to sneak in a quick smell of her cloak. It doesn't make her look any better though.
I was just answering one quick thing. Kyoga looks over to you, Sienna, and it's like, my partner, Farah.
Hello, I'm Sienna. And she would reach over and hold out a hand to shake for Farah.
Farah takes the other hand that is not pushing Kyoga away and shakes your hand.
It is nice to meet you. Your partner is very skilled in the field.
Yeah, he is. My husband is very good at many things.
Sienna's eyebrows just shoot straight to the ceiling. She says nothing.
Oh, please, not in that way. I mean, in that way as well, but wasn't meaning that way.
Brighter red. It's nice to meet you. And she runs.
Um, at this time, all of you hear a scream. Give me a second. Give me a second. No, that's not the one I wanted.
Perception check.
That was the one I wanted. You don't need a perception check for this one. It is very
Okay.
obvious where it is coming from. Kavoria, who's one of the closest one, runs this way.
I follow her.
I'm gonna run toward the scream as well, seeing the rest of my group going that way.
Don't need a bottleneck situation, but you will move to about here just to get eyesight down the hall.
Julia is standing at the end of the hall and she's pointing into the room, and Kavoria runs in.
So will Ignacio.
Sienna's right behind her.
Tuli, you gotta save Tuli! And the three of you who are in there see Sienna. This is very familiar. This person's very familiar to you. Purple-skinned female, horns going back towards the back of her head, bright pink hair. She has a hold of Tuli with her hand over her mouth. You shouldn't have struggled so much. And she looks at you three.
What is it that you want?
So I have two champions right in the palm of my hand. Kavoria pulls out a dagger and immediately puts herself in between you two and her.
Son of a bitch, I very specifically changed. I don't have anything on me except for a dagger.
Good thing I'm always armed.
I'm armed too, and I have a bird, and this is probably the most capable one here right now.
Elery would have moved a little bit further down the hall. Also, maybe about there. She's not pacing. She's not running towards the room, but she's moving closer with a purpose.
He goes. Ignacio will walk up and says, "Tell me, are you suffering, my child?"
Why is that so threatening? Let's fucking go.
My child.
Suffering? No. Enjoying. Absolutely.
I believe you need a bit of pain.
Ooh.
After all, life is not life without a bit of both. But too much pleasure, you are indulging. Let her go. Then I cast Dissonant Whispers. Whoops.
Alright. It is a wisdom?
Yes.
She just fails.
Take the 18 damage.
Oh! Oh.
You shouldn't have done that.
And what are you, my mother?
And hang on, let me look at her spells here.
If I'm able to, I'd like to throw a dagger, but
Let me do this one move first. She is going to cast. I just realized I'm looking at the wrong sheet. I looked at the right sheet.
Okay, it's fine.
I looked at the right sheet for the save, but looked at the wrong sheet for the spells. She is going to cast Misty Step.
Can I hear what's going on?
Cassie's flown in and it starts to pull at you as well. Just to let you know, like Sienna like silently sent her to pull on you and Raiko.
Okay, got it.
Actually, no, she's not going to cast Misty Step.
Just to let you know, if she has a reaction, if available, she has to move far away from me as far as she can using the safest route.
Mm-hmm. She is going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Oh shit.
At in this direction, right at Kavoria.
Okay.
It is a Dex save, 18.
Let's go.
Damn.
Kavoria just barely dodges out of the way. And it just goes past you, Sienna, and Julie. Sienna, you said you wanted to throw a dagger?
Yep, and she's gonna step in front of Julia while she does it. Like she's gonna block her as best she can. And yeah, she's gonna throw a dagger.
I'll proceed forward like another 5 feet.
Okay, I'll take that. Good.
Does Elery know what's going on?
Elery has heard commotion.
Okay.
I say it would be up to DM to decide if she is of a hearing distance from what's going on in the room, but there was a scream and everybody ran that way.
You can.
You would have seen Cassie come out too.
She held back because you are over with someone. She doesn't know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And saw Cassie go out the door towards you,
Yeah.
bypassed her, and is veering you off back towards the bed. So she has already started moving towards.
Got it.
You wouldn't be able to hear specifics, but you would definitely hear that there's conversation going on.
Yeah. Okay.
18 to hit.
Because she has 3/4 cover, it misses.
Okay. She
But
would have
disadvantage.
chucked it hard enough that if it misses, it's gonna hit the window behind her. If you're okay to roll that for flavor, and at least make like a shattering sound. If there's glass.
I'm gonna say the window is already open.
Okay, fair. Then it goes out the window.
You rolled an 18 with disadvantage?
I don't have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Not on
Only
attack
skill
rolls.
checks.
Oh, okay.
Only skill checks.
Gotcha.
13 plus 5.
Serephina comes busting through the door. What on God's what on God's is going on?
This one thinks that she has 2 champions in her hands and forgets that we bite.
The purple one.
That's what we are. I have her necklace.
Oh, so this is the person you were telling us about.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mind if I jump in?
go ahead.
She just gestures in front of her.
As you have this talk, you hear, Victor, no, don't. Victor's like, if I don't, something bad will happen. And he actually pushes past you both. And he casts Hold Person.
The rest of you, Julia and Tori, stay back.
She rolled a nat 1. She is held.
Sienna runs in and grabs Thule and pulls her away, gets her to safety.
Thule gets pulled. Thank you.
Go, go, go.
Julie runs with Thule.
Can I disarm her while she's held?
She had no weapon. She was just holding her.
Okay. I'm still gonna frisk her.
Go ahead and roll perception. Or investigation,
Okay.
excuse me.
At disadvantage.
Investigation.
Okay, at disadvantage. That is a 2 and a nat 20, motherfucker. That is 8 total.
Not finding a thing on her. She's just grinning at you.
Rolling crazy.
God. Sienna just growls. That won't last forever.
No, it won't. And
Can we restrain her?
she's like, too late, and casts lightning bolt again. This time it goes through Sienna to Kavoria. Dex save 18.
All right. Nope.
Oh shit.
Elery will run down the hall,
Can I shocking grasp her?
plant herself out there.
After I give damage.
Okay.
Where's your dex save?
Oh, you through Sienna as in like it hits
Yes,
her too. Okay,
yes.
sorry. Okay. I see. Okay. Are saves include it's skills and saves or just skills? I think it's both, but I could be
I
wrong.
think it's
We'll just roll it
both.
as if it's both for now. Oh, thank God. It's a 12 and a 13 on the die. Plus 0, actually. So no, thank God. That's, oh, and minus 1. Because we're deck. Yeah, she gets hit. What does she take?
I'm doing damage right now.
Shit.
– 21 points of damage.
No, that was a mistake. Okay. She's still up. Shocking grasp.
Serephina wants to do that, but she will warn Sienna to stand back.
That's a 19 plus 6, 25 to hit.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, that. Oh, God bless. Okay, that is 2 sevens on 2 d8s for 14 damage.
Okay.
And she cannot take reactions until the start of her next turn.
Yeah, how far are we from rolling initiative on this?
She is currently being held. in place. It's just a hold person.
Can we interrogate her?
Victor goes, if you're going to restrain her, hurry.
Do you...
Sienna, do you have any rope or anything on you?
She's looking at her fucking outfit.
Oh shit.
I changed for a party. And I can't mitigate. Oh my god. The closest thing I have to rope is my top.
Take it off. I mean, that's...
I shit you not, that's what she's gonna do. She's just gonna take off her top. And she's going to tie her hands with it. Because it's the
Kavoria
only,
is like, please do not take your top off.
Look, Kavoria, do you
well,
have
give me something better, hurry!
Okay. At that, there's a lightning bolt in the give me something better, hurry! Elery will come and be in the doorway. Hand on the axe. Not out. Totally ready.
Does anybody have rope on them? For
At
God's
this
sake.
moment, you see another lightning bolt go. Sienna, Kavoria, and Elery, and Cassie. DC 18.
Death save.
Yep.
I'm gonna just go up to her and just stab her. Not to kill, non-lethal.
That's for sure. And that's for Sienna. That's a miss. And it's a miss for Cassie as well. And if there's anything extra that lightning bolt does to metal, remember that Cassie's made of metal.
Yeah. I need Kavoria's dex save.
All right. With bardic inspiration.
Let's go. Let's go.
There you go.
Yes.
She does take half damage.
Okay, here's what I'm doing. So I already used my bonus action to give her the bardic inspiration. I'm going to use my main action just to use my rapier on the tiefling. Gonna expand one of my where is it?
31 points of damage, by the way.
31. 3
Yep.
1.
Yep.
Sienna drops. Sienna drops right there.
Serephina's gonna catch her. Do I have to roll something to catch her?
Yes.
No. But do you have something that could make her stop doing death saves?
The fireball. I'm kidding. No.
Oh, ye cleric.
I'm going to heal.
Stop this nonsense, please. Not mean to click that. Shit.
Ignored.
17. Sending a hit.
That'll hit.
I'm assuming you need me to roll a death save at disadvantage.
Death save is just a d20. There is no disadvantage.
Okay.
8 piercing.
Okay.
And then with extra attack, rapier again.
Mm-hmm.
16.
16 misses, unfortunately.
Damn.
If I do use healing word, does that also include healing?
That'll be my turn. That'll be my thing then.
Mm-hmm. If you use healing word, that heals her up, so she becomes conscious.
I just need hit points. Yeah.
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 Okay, I'm going to cure Sienna.
Okay. While you're doing that, Kavoria jumps up onto the bed and comes over And she's also going to attack with her moon touch.
Can I knock her out with my spiritual weapon?
Right now, you are focused on healing Sienna.
Well, yes, I meant afterwards.
Yeah.
Can we roll for her attack?
Mm-hmm. And then it will be in
Right.
Elery's turn.
20 to hit.
Absolutely.
That extra attack. Oh. That's not lethal. That's not lethal. I should clarify. Okay,
As
so that is
Kavoria hits her last, all of a sudden you hear Victor start coughing, and the hold person drops. But she is on the ground. She's not unconscious yet. But she is looking. Elery.
Okay. Fiddling around with my dumb little hit point thingamadingy. I'm at 34 hit points, just for the record.
Okay.
Okay, so I know there's it's a really crowded situation going on here, this individual, and I just like got shocked. What can I see about this person that's surrounding them? Are they tall? Are they short? Are they muscular? Do they look is there any kind of just immediate perception that I have of them?
For the fact that Sienna and Serephina are on the floor, you do have clear sight. But she is about a little bit taller than Ignacio. Very lithe frame. And she's just glaring. And she
Is
looks
she
like
being
she's
held right now?
not anymore.
Okay.
And she looks like she's about to ready to run.
Elery is going to charge into the room over Serephina, over Sienna, and I'm going to attempt to grapple her. It.
Okay. For sake of making sure that we have visuals. Yep, I was gonna say, Serephina, as you're seeing Elery coming, you just drag Sienna out of the way. Go ahead and this will be contested strength checks.
Straight up strength check? Okay.
Mm-hmm. If you rolled anything above a 7, you win.
I rolled a 7.
No shit.
I rolled a 7.
No shit. Oh.
In the moment of best history,
You got her.
Harper.
She is grabbed again.
She's gonna charge up to her, and I mean, clearly meets it beats it means this is tougher than she wanted it to be. But I mean, just the immediate assessment, the injury, everything, charges right in, grabs one arm, flips her around, and then gets the other, and has her hands pinned out behind her, her front facing everybody else, and she's between her and the window.
Okay.
If she's restrained like that, she can't cast anything that would involve gestures, anything that would involve motions, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, verbal, somatic, or material. No, she cannot.
Mm-hmm. That's the one. Somatic or material is what I was thinking.
Seraphina would be like,
And I have advantage on attack rolls that she tries to go against me with.
yeah. Seraphina goes like, go, Elery, go. Beat her.
Did you happen to give me any hit points there, Serephina?
Yes, it was 5. I already added them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
she is grinning. And she's like, oh.
Hands up behind her pinned.
That hurts.
Oh, what's wrong? And let me double check one thing. She is just gonna look at you, Elery, and just laugh and go, you're cute, and casts Misty Step. It's only a verbal, and she's out of your hands and gone. And that, my friends, is where we are going to end tonight's session.
All right.
Oh, to piss off a player. Step 1.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
All right. This is getting good now. Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
We'll be
Thanks,
back
everyone.
next Tuesday.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.